Talking about artists, when I was reading the notes that you really want to talk about, उसमें एक line mention करी आपने about passion. You said कि passion के पीछे नहीं भागना चाहिए. Passion क्यों? Why did you say that?
Yeah, I say
because
that.
I believe in something similar, and I'll come to that.
Okay, well, this is very interesting to talk about. You know, just when you
सब बोलते हैं passion choose करो.
बहुत बोलते हैं, kind of, people like to, older people like me tell youngsters, follow your passion, right? I mean, this is very kind of cliched advice. I think that's terrible advice for two reasons. One is, if someone had told me, follow your passion, most people don't have a passion. Let's be real. Right? Normal people, not everyone has, I'm passionate about writing or making art or whatever, or podcasting or whatever, right? I mean, it's, so you have to assume that a lot of the time when you tell someone, a young man, a woman, follow your passion, you leave them feeling a little bit inadequate. Yaar, mujhe kya kami hai ki mere to koi passion hi nahi hai. I'm like everyone else. That's one. Two is, let's say you do have a passion, right? Let's say your passion is I want to be the next Raj Shamani. Now, how do you go about it? Is there a playbook you can follow? Kya karoge aap? You graduate from college, can I apply somewhere to be Raj Shamani? I mean, it is, you could go shoot yourself.
Yeah.
So I think it is so much on life is luck, what you call serendipity, if you want to use a more complicated word, fancy word, that you have to let things happen, put yourself out there in the world, make a living. You have to make a living. Your friend Ankur has a wonderful way of saying it, which is money buys you things, but the most valuable thing money can buy you is your freedom.
Yeah.
And if you find the way I did late in life that I did have this passion to write, at some stage in life you can indulge that passion.
Yeah.
Right. But if you go and pursue it, your likelihood of getting hurt is high. And that's why I think that advice is, even if you do have a passion, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's. I also have a take on this.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel, पहले तो अगर आप इंडिया में हो ना, पैशन का कॉन्वर्सेशन बाद में आना चाहिए. पहला कॉन्वर्सेशन आना चाहिए कि मैं कैसे 1-2 लाख रुपए महीना कमा लूं.
Absolutely. Could not agree more.
That's the first thing you should think about.
Could not agree more.
If 1-2 लाख रुपए महीने नहीं आ रहे ना, तो ये फालतू दिमाग से आइडिया भी निकाल देना चाहिए कि पैशन के पीछे भागना है, कुछ करना है, क्योंकि पैसे ही नहीं होंगे घर चलाने के, करोगे क्या?
बिल्कुल.
एंड इन इंडिया इट्स यूनिक कंट्री जहाँ पे तुम्हारे पास कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, गवर्नमेंट तुम्हें नहीं तुम्हारे को सपोर्ट करने वाली है, एंड तुमको अपने माँ बाप और फैमिली की भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है.
बिल्कुल.
बिकॉज ये ऐसा नहीं है यूएस जैसा कि हाँ मम्मी आप अपना देख लेंगे, मैं
सोशल सिक्योरिटी नेट है, गवर्नमेंट विल टेक केयर ऑफ देम.
Nothing.
You have that burden.
Nothing. So you have to take care of yourself, your family, and live up to the pressure. अब इन सब के पीछे तुम पैशन के पीछे भागोगे तो हो गया.
बिल्कुल.
So that is the first side. And second side is, as you rightly said, I think majority लोग ना glamorized होते हैं किसी चीज से, not passion नहीं होता वो. कि मैंने देखा फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी चीज को कि कार रेसर है, ओह वाओ मैं ग्लैमर हो गई, लाइक आई एम ऑड बाय इट, ग्लिट्स है एक ऐसा फैंसी मेरे दिमाग में, डजंट मीन वो मेरा पैशन है. जब मैं एक्चुअल कोई काम करूंगा ना, तब पता चलेगा कि कितना पैशन था और कितनी लग गई.
बिल्कुल.
लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल पॉडकास्टिंग और let's say becoming an entrepreneur because it's cool now.
That's cool now. Right?
तो मेरा पैशन है entrepreneurship. कोई पैशन नहीं है. कुछ पैशन नहीं है. You just feel it's cool to be entrepreneur. You want to be. There's no harm in it. There's no harm in it. But पहले 1-2 लाख.
But you can do yourself harm. You can do your family harm. You can do yourself.
पहले 1-2 लाख सॉर्ट कर लो, फिर करते रहना इधर जो करना है. Like at least sort that out. And once you become that, then you keep trying multiple things. 15 चीज ट्राई करोगे, कुछ एक चल जाएगी, and then do it and call that कि मेरा बचपन से पैशन था. But before you sort that out, just because of glamour, don't get into something. Talking about the money trap. You said कि बहुत लोग money trap में फंस जाते हैं and you're mentoring these relationships. I have a question. How much money is enough money? How do you know that?
It's a very individual thing. You don't. The answer is you don't. And even if you have a number in mind, I guarantee you when you get there, the number will change.
It has happened already.
Because you will evolve in your tastes, right? And you will be surrounded by people who have more. So I'm not saying it's easy.
तो फिर कैसे करूँ? Like because sometimes I question myself that am I getting in the money trap? Which 99% of the times I like to believe that I'm not. Because I don't chase money now. But 1% of the times I question myself and be like, hey, am I in the money trap?
Well, the question you have to ask yourself is what you just said, would you be happier staying in bed and not doing what you're doing now. When it starts to be compromise. And जब आपके जो conflict होता है ना, that's what creates stress. That's when you start compromising your health. When you realize that I am doing this because I can't break away from this much money, even though I'm compromising. My health might be suffering. My family life might be suffering. My relationships might be suffering. My mind is not developing. I'm not doing the things I enjoy. That's when you should be worried. And that's when you at least have to ask yourself the question. It'll still take a lot of courage. Maybe you have a very supportive wife, your family, someone around you who tells you, okay, yeah, ठीक है, जो भी कर रहे हो ना, आप ठीक है, करो. We're all with you. You need that. That's why family, wives, kind of husbands, kind of don't want to genderize this. It's just two guys talking, but this applies.
To everyone.
This applies to everyone. If you have support from your spouse, that is usually helpful. So, like, if you want to break away, I'm with you. Those relationships are really important. Friends are really important.
I want all my relationships to support me in, okay, you're being obsessed and you want to work.
Well, that's not healthy. I mean, we're telling you, if obsessed, if that's the word you use, that's not healthy.
That's actually the case with me.
But you're enjoying it also. It's a healthy obsession. That's a healthy obsession. Artists, musicians can be obsessed. That's a healthy obsession. You're enjoying it so much. That's fine. Let it ride. That's fine. Yeah.
There's this one, just like on a fun side, I want to ask you a question. सब लोग बोलते हैं कि health पे toll हो रहा है, health का ध्यान दो, right? And take care of your health. Why you're letting work or relationship or drugs or substance abuse or alcohol taking over your body? And क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा? I usually have a question. Being healthy is goddamn difficult.
Yeah, it is.
It's not that you're trying to you're choosing work over health. It's not like that. It's just health is so difficult कि usually people end up avoiding it. And उसको avoid करने के लिए जो भी होता है वो extra sleep है, extra alcohol है, extra friends के साथ time pass है, extra party है, extra work है, वो लोग वो choose कर लेते हैं. Because as much as it sounds great कि I'm compromising on my health, it's not because of the choices, it's because we are lazy and we procrastinate. Like for a large majority of the people, this is the case.
This is true. This is true. The beauty of it, I notice you've got, we won't promote individual brands, but आपने मैं देख रहा हूँ क्या पहना हुआ है, मैंने भी ये पहना हुआ है. These days we're very technology and data driven. So you actually get real time feedback कि आपने जो भी कर रहे हो, is it working for your body or not?
Oh, this was life changing.
Yeah, it is. It's
I used to sleep for like 4 hours, 5 hours max. And मैं सो नहीं सकता था उससे ज़्यादा.
Now you're getting daily data कि आप जो भी कर रहे हो ठीक नहीं.
It's exactly, and then it's pushing me. It has not gotten like optimal, but it has gotten better from 4 hours to 6 hours. And now from 6 to 8 and 9, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is.
Now it can become an obsession also. Now, like, first time in the morning, like first thing in the morning.
इतना नहीं था, हफ्ते का calculate करे चलता.
Good for you.
I know. There's a word for it. I forgot. Some word for it. जो लोग अपने हेल्थ के मेट्रिक्स को लेकर obsess हो जाते हैं. हर महीने ब्लड टेस्ट कराएंगे, हर स्टेप काउंट करते हैं, स्लीप कितना हो रहा है, फूड कितना, लाइक
ये नहीं होगा someone everything. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि सुबह आपसे पूछे कोई कि how did you sleep? You say let me check my.
This usually happens.
I do it literally. Yeah. How would I know? I have to look.
Yeah. like now you don't want to answer out of your gut.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to answer out of, let me see. And worst thing which happened the first time. Usually when there are, as an entrepreneur, there are days in your life जब आप बहुत काम करते
हैं. You have to power through it.
तो एक दिन था जहाँ पर मैं सिर्फ 2 घंटे सोया and मैं जाके काम करा, speech दी and वापस हो गया, right? This is a very normal day in my life where every 3 months ही आएगा ऐसा दिन जहाँ पे मैं 1-2 घंटे फंक्शन कर रहा हूँ. Every 6 months तो 100% आएगा कि 1-2 hours में I'm functioning and next day and I get by it and then I crash फिर 10 घंटे सोता हूँ next day, okay? I'll do that. Very normal. मुझे इतना सा पता भी नहीं चलता because I'm and I wore this and next day I saw this कि 9% recovery. Automatically I started feeling lazy and I'm like shit खराब हो गया मेरा.
This is my point. You can't let this dictate your life either.
Like it just, so in the beginning it started happening and I'm like this Raj, like this can't happen. So and that was the day I shifted from weekly कैसा हो रहा है versus daily कैसा हो रहा है.
Good, smart.
That's how it happened. Okay.